Hello, everyone, and welcome to our broadcast today. Today's discussion in this session will be talking about the business consultancy, a program we have for training and for supporting business consultants. You can be a trainee. This can be an absolutely new thing for you to explore, a new career for you, or for experienced people in any type of business experience that you may have a background. And you can easily be someone who has a business and a need to expand in your area, or need to have more of an exposure in your city, and that would also help your main business. And this can also catapult many different types of situations, even political career. I mean, when you have not known by people of business in the city, it's an easier way for you to get support. One of the features that we talk about in our program is that this program helps you or fosters your becoming an influencer in your community, and by community we're really talking about citywide here. So when you become a key person that people keep referring to, or referring others to, in the community and in the city, then you become an important VIP. And usually VIPs from different fields, from different arenas, they're the ones that go into politics and get elected. They're the ones who get offered certain opportunities in the city, in organizations and large foundations. They're the ones that get tapped, even by those in public office, to help, to advise. So it's definitely a great benefit. And then if you have your own business, then everyone knows you. They're inviting you to parties, to meetings. You're become friends on their social media. um, when there's something happening, they let you know. When there's a special opportunity, they'll let you know, they'll let you in on it. There's so many benefits in becoming a business consultant. It's not funny. This can really set you up for great things for the rest of your life. A posh position, even if that's something that you would even entertain. If they're offering you six figures to sit on the board, that's a good thing, isn't it? So becoming a business consultant is really key. It's a strategy that I think many entrepreneurs are not thinking about, but you should. Now, before we go too far into this, you have to realize one thing, that the what I'm talking about is available right now in most U.S. cities. But the caveat to that is there's usually only one license available. So there's really just an opportunity for the first one to reach out to me right now to obtain this opportunity. And that's it. It closes down for your city. And that's the true situation scenario for most of the cities in the United States. Now, with the exception of the major cities, the major biggies can support more than one. So we do have more than one license available in those big cities, but it's just a handful. It's really not a lot. So this isn't a thing for you to be sitting around and wait and see. There's no wait and see here. This is simply come and get it and get it done. It's as simple as that. So I'll be updating y'all on this thing, and I'm just looking at some notes from my wife here, so she's texting. And so we'll be talking about, again, this is a casual talk today. So I'm not making like a presentation trying to sell you something, although you can get it today. It would be wise for you to do that. But we're just talking casually. Matter of fact, let me look at the chat. Most of you will be able to chat with me, except for those on YouTube, and I can fix that. But I usually don't get any chatting from YouTube, not yet. Anyway, but on the other platforms that you may be watching, yes, I'm right now. I'm able to monitor your chats, and I will respond when I notice. I won't promise I can notice it, but at least I can see. Yeah. So um, the business consultancy. I want to first read for you and show you what a business consultant does. Today, we're really going to get into the nitty gritty of the benefit of being a business consultant. We're going to study.com, study.com, and or you can go to Google and just do a search for business consultant. What does a business consultant do? And so that's what I did. So I saw the business.com. So we're going to go there now and read what it says simply. So this is a business consultant job description and career requirements. Look at what this is. The essential information. Let's look at it. Business consultants, also known as management analysts, work in areas that include marketing. Now, remember, you have to. The English is very important. So it says that include marketing, human resources, management, and accounting. Okay, it doesn't mean that that's all it does, and it doesn't mean that you have to know all of them. Okay, so don't get frightened off. Consultants help improve companies by assessing weaknesses and recommending solutions. Most business consultants hold a bachelor's degree, but job opportunities may be best for consultants with a master's degree and or professional certification. Okay, so again, this is for the job of a business consultant. Okay, so you need to realize that what we're talking about here is your own business as a business consultant, which is going to be different. And what happens is that you get to define the qualification because it's based on your abilities plus our network abilities, the things that we're able to do network wide. So that is what's included, and that is what's part of this. Okay. So one moment, I'll be right back. As before, I'm sorry about that, but I explained before that we were on spring break and the children are here, and obviously they don't understand the profundity of what we're doing here. Okay, but it's not for them to do that, right? They're kids. Alrighty. So the job description for a business consultant. Now, the business consultants provide an analysis of the existing practices of a company. They make recommendations for improvement. Okay, the bottom line is that a company is interested in making profits. So remember that they're not interested in a quality of life. unless the quality of life it adds to their bottom line of productivity in some way or fashion. A company may want to have, let's say, I know a guy who does, I'll give him a plug, Sela Body Works. Sela, Selah. He's a wonderful person. I've known him since he was a kid. I knew him since birth. Let's put it this way. I know his family. I know everything. And he's from birth. Wonderful person. He has a mobile massage operation in New York and around the country, actually, at this point. So, so he provides quality services to companies, right? And these companies are companies that understand that having their employees feel good and feel relaxed and get de-stressed through a massage is very beneficial for the company. And in the long run, it will produce profit. It will produce more enthusiasm and more good vibes for the person to make that extra sale, to win over a client, clear the mind so they can provide quality service to the clients, and the clients feel good about referring the company to others. So it has a snowball effect. It's a good effect overall. Plus, the workplace is more happier, more healthier, and so there's less absenteeism, there's less conflict in the workplace, and everything it works to help everything. It's like our own bodies. A company is like a body. If you put in bad things, you don't take care of yourself, then the body doesn't perform as well as a body that is being provided good nutrition and a good environment, and so that will perform better, that organization. And the same thing with so that this is what they provide. And so companies are interested in human resources. That's part of human resources, is part of developing their employees. Education is another area, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of things, a lot of areas to specialize in. So even though my friend is doing the body massages, he is specialized in providing a specific benefit to employees there. I mean, it only takes just a little bit more to become, for him even, to become a business consultant, and that little bit more is what we do. It's a lot more, but for him it would be like adding some other step higher to his services, where he can now reach more companies, impact them to a larger degree, gain more clients, and service his clients through his own business, as well as the business services that we provide in terms of our network. So this is basically what is going on with this. So the many things can be added. So let's continue reading. These professionals frequently specialize in one area of business management. See, it's like I said. So even if these business consultants deal with different areas, most of them actually specialize in one. So again, you don't need to be a specialist in all. Like the guy with the body massage, he can specialize in providing a human resource employee benefit, and that will help the company with its productivity. So that whole scope there is part of his particular hands-on services through his business, with now the business consultancy license, for example, that we would have through our organization. And then he can offer a lot more of other services as well. But he focuses on what he provides, and that's a good thing. So his business is increased. He has more credibility, more expensive service inventory to offer, and he gets his foot into more doors, because of course somebody's not thinking today that body massages are going to help my employees, but they want something else that the network offers. So that's his way in the door. Once he provides those services through our network, he has a client that he can talk with, he can send an email to, he can say, hey, now that you tried us for XYZ services and you enjoyed them and you benefited from them, why not add to that the body massage for your employees? And that will also help XYZ and do that. And then I said, you know what? I think you're right. Let's also add that, and let's continue to work together. And that's how that works. You'll be expanding into new areas with new companies through one way or another. Most people, you don't get the business because you're only offering one thing. And of course you have to focus on what you're doing. It's your business after all. But if you're looking for clients, you need to expand also the ways that your clients will discover you, and the ways that you'll be able to show your quality services, respectability, what do you call it? Consistency, performance, reliability. That's what I was looking for. So that they can feel good about your other services or your main business's services. And so this is a way to get your foot into the door. So, for example, a hospital may hire a healthcare business consultant to help further develop its employee training programs, or a distribution center may hire a logistics business consultant to streamline its shipping department. Now, it would be good that if you had, let's say you had some type of, in your present business, some type of service that was particular for shipping, companies with the shipping department. Okay, let's say you were, um, uh, well, the possibilities are endless there. So to say one would be limiting you guys, right? But if you have this particular product or service that addresses a particular need or part of a company, and our network offers that, and so that's a way for you to reach to that business, reach out to that business, provide that service, and then now you have a client that you can now approach with your core services, your core technology, your specialty, which is in the case for my friend over there at Sela Body Works. Then it would be to provide a massage day for your employees, and that just creates um, you know, a good result for their company as the days progress and whatnot. So this is the way to use our opportunity. The duties for business consultants generally begin with understanding what clients wish to improve or to fix. Now, with our program, we provide to you the training that you need in order to identify these type of things. Pretty much what I'm doing now is going through an example of talking about a need that companies have for XYZ. In this case, we're talking about a need for business consultants. Through your training program, you'll get some insight as to different needs that companies have and how they're solved with our network. And you also will get specific customized training for your specific technology. For example, when I mean technology, I mean the things that you do in your business if you have a business already. If you don't have a business already that services other businesses, you don't need to worry about what I'm talking about, but you need to know that this exists, okay? So that our opportunity encompasses people with no business, with no skill set, as well as people who do have a skill set who would benefit even more from having the license that we're talking about. And so, again, this is providing solutions to your clients, business clients. This may include reviewing financial statements, evaluating competitors, analyzing business practices. Once research is complete, business consultants may develop a new business model or prepare recommendations and present them to the client. Okay, so again, these are things that we'll be discussing in the training. And we have many services and many ways that we address the needs of a company. So we would just simply have a series that deal with this situation or another situation, and it's simply we will cover the products and services that we do offer at present, and as new services open or become available, we'll also then give full training on those services so that you are able to communicate that and to identify clients you may already have that definitely would fit the bill of needing this service or that service. Now, here it goes into the requirements for becoming a business consultant. With us, there is no requirement. It's simply a desire to become a dominant force in the business market in your city. That's the only requirement we have. And of course, to pay your monthly fee. That's it. You have to be able to learn. You have to be able to listen and to learn what our services are about and how to present those to your clients and whatnot. And basically, you just need to have a work ethic, a desire to do this thing and to promote it simply, and to just become a business consultant, become a consultant, and do the work of consulting and letting the word out. We have so many benefits for you and help for you to do that, but I don't want you to just to think that you're doing nothing and other people are doing all the work. That is not happening. You need to be able to do this as a business. If you already have a business, this is not going to detract. I'm an expert at handling multiple businesses and killing 100 birds with one stone. So don't worry, you're learning from the master multitasker here, okay? Everything will be taught to you in a way to help you streamline everything you're doing so that while you're doing one thing, you're doing the other at the same time without much of a hiccup. Very smoothly, very carefully, and purposefully. So we are very good at that. So the training will help you to do this even though you're busy building your business. You don't have to worry. This is a help. This is intended to help your business. Look at it like this. If you already have a business, this is going to be your marketing. Period. That's it. You don't have to do 10 different types of marketing that you're doing now. You won't have to do all the other things that you're doing for marketing now. You just simply take on this business license, and this will be your marketing work. And actually, you'll be doing one thing instead of 10, right? 15, because this thing will take your 10 or 15 and make it 100 things. Okay, it'll multiply your marketing work for your own business times 100 and then times 1,000. So you don't have to worry that you have to do all these 10, 15 things now. How am I going to add now a business consultancy? And the answer to that is how not. You guys are going crazy with the 10 or 15 things you got going on in marketing now for your company. You really need this, because this is going to cut all that down to one action, one movement. And even if you have people working at this in your company, it's going to reduce their load down to one movement, one initiative, and you will see that that's going to blossom your marketing into more than having them do whatever they're doing now, and you running around ragged like you're doing now. Plus the fact that this is one marketing that's actually going to pay for itself and even become a profit center, and probably become a greater business than the one you have already. So that is a very real potential with this. So in business, Management or business administration is the usual um, requirements. Other business related fields such as marketing or accounting may be appropriate for those entering this career. So, what they're saying is may be appropriate, it's definitely appropriate because, like I said, most of companies will need help in marketing. Marketing itself is the one big area that most companies need help in. So you don't have to worry about anything else and then what other things like accounting, unless you're an accountant. If you're an accountant, that's great. And you can add this to your business wonderfully. But most of you are not. Most of you would be more into other types of the business needs structure, and mostly in the marketing, because the marketing is where the money is made, right? Where transaction, new clients come in, everyone needs more business, and so this is a very important area, and it's an area that a lot of you, if you don't know about it, can easily learn through our training anyhow. So that's the one that most people will be needing. Um, Marketing account may be appropriate for those entering this career. Courses in a business program may include accounting, management principles, financial modeling, business law, marketing, and communications. Okay. And an advanced degree such as Master of Business Administration with a specialization in consulting may improve career possibilities and may result in higher starting salaries. But when you have a business with a structure and networking as we have it, and the power that we're able to bring to your table, to your business services, you will be very highly qualified. You're bringing a great benefit to the companies that will work with you. And this is your greatest asset, more than what these people have. They can have degrees and all that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they will not be able to bring to the client the real numbers that we're able to do. I keep remembering a client where we had in New York that told me, honestly, we were testing your services, and we tested against the big guys here in the city, and you did a very good, very efficient use of the resources, and you brought in what the others needed more money and more resources to get. You see? So it goes to show, listen, that there's quality. What we're doing is a quality job that the customer, your customers, will really appreciate. So it's a good thing that you need to understand this. And we're competing against people with their degrees and whatnot. I don't have anything to worry about anybody with a degree, because I don't need to worry about that. But just saying, you don't have to worry about it either, because the services that we're providing, they're really rock solid. They do produce results. We have the power of a network. Remember, these are marketers. They're working what? They're working alone. They're working alone. They don't have a network. You are not. You can be a one man business consultant, yet you will have hundreds of people on your staff, because the companies will get the service as if they had if you had 100 or more people working with you, and that's the power they're going to see. That's the results they're going to see, and they're gonna say, I don't know how you do it. You're just one man here, and you're able to do what no one has ever been able to do for our company. That's really what is going to be happening, what people are going to be saying about that. He talked about some certifications that are good. And the salary, look at that, I always like looking at the money. They talk about the median annual salary among analysts. It's being around $81,000 in May of 2015. Business consultants typically specialize in a specific area of business management. That's what we already read. Okay, so that's about it there. Is that a chart here? Uh, so, all right. So there you have it. There you have it from study.com. That is what you should expect, more or less, as what is a business consultant and what he does. Now, how do we differ from what we just read there? Well, first of all, I already mentioned the fact that you're working with a network. Okay, the network is nationwide. What you're able to provide, just off the face of it, is a nationwide application to any company. So if a company is trying to grow nationally or is already national, you will outcompete any local business consultant because simply they're local. They're good. Like, they can help the company maybe in a local sense. They can provide for their local, locations, uh, the consultancy services, and then slowly moped over to another location or to another state, and try to do the same thing. I mean, it's very tedious. It's would be very lucrative for a business consultant to land a national client like that like a franchise that you have to go to each one, and stuff like that. So that can be very lucrative, and you'll enjoy the travel and stuff like that. But that's really not something that's going to be happening for most of you. But our 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 program is one that will automatically place you on the national stage. You're immediately connected to a national staffing of people. You're able to provide your clients uh, with services that can be applied on a national level. So that's the first thing. Most of the other consultants cannot do that. Simply, they work with the management, and as much as management affects the company, which they do affect the company, they can do that. But your type of consultancy, your type of services will impact their markets directly. See, that's not what the consultants can do. The consultants out there that they usually have will impact the company policy and company communications, for example, right? And certain trainings, like they can train the salespeople and whatnot, but then it's up to the salespeople and their abilities to do things to effectuate that in the communities they service. You, on the other hand, and we can impact the marketplace. So it makes your business consultancy a different character, and quite possibly more effective and more beneficial for a company to utilize. So once you focus on these things, then you'll be able to uh, better position your business. Okay. In a few moments, I'll come back and we'll continue from where we're leaving off here. One moment. All right, we're back. Okay, so that is the difference. Now, as I was saying, um, in this business consultancy, you'll be providing a unique service where uh, maybe 99% of the other business consultants will not be able to provide the quality of service that we are able to deliver and that you will be able to deliver through your association with our network. So that's the bottom line. So that gives you a great advantage over others. And it's not really that you're competing with others in your market segment. Like I said again, we're focusing in certain areas that the other business consultants really don't have anything to worry about in terms of, you're just providing a different type of service where most of them are doing other things that we and that you don't represent a threat to them. Secondly, you're creating a new market. And that's a very big important thing. With our business consultancy license, you are creating your own clients, people who, or businesses that previously either didn't exist or were too small to even consider hiring a business consultant. And these you're developing even while obtaining other large clients, because the clients can call you. You're providing these services, you have the right mix of services that they need, they're going to call you. But it's not like you need to compete against other business consultants in your market in order to make money with this. No, you're developing your own market actually. So you have nothing to worry about. You don't have to worry about how many business consultants there are out there. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'm not a business consultant. I'm not trained in business consultancy. These other guys are professionals. They have their MBAs. How can I ever even compete with them? You don't have to worry about that because, again, you will be developing your own market, and the getting clients away from these other business consultants, that's cream on the top. You don't have to, you're not really going after them per se. If they're going to see the services there, they will be marketing to them, and your site will show all the services you provide, and they will be available to large companies and to small. That is true. But your main focus and our main focus is developing new markets. So you don't have anything to you don't represent a fear or a challenge to your the present market of business consultants in your area. There's nothing they need to fear about you. They just need to up their game if they're going to stay competitive, because if their clients discover you, not that you're trying to take them away, but if you're discovered because you offer what they're looking for, well, then that's that. But they really have nothing to fear. Our services are viewed as an add-on, as a separate thing. It's just simply, hey, you got a business consultant, he's doing X, Y, Z. That's a great thing. That's it. But you will have specialty services that only you can provide. And we do feature exclusive services that are only available through us, what we call unshoppables in the travel industry. We also have it here in the business license, business consultancy license. They cannot get the services that we feature elsewhere. So those services are exclusive with us and therefore exclusive with you, and they will not be shoppable elsewhere. So that's simple as that. So if anything, we'll be providing an additional service that cannot be found in their marketplace, and you'll be filling that void where the other business consultants can't. But the business consultant will not lose their positioning at all in their marketplace. So it's really a very, I would say, environment friendly business consultancy license. You're not really going in head to head against the present business consultant market. You're actually providing an additional service that's unshoppable anywhere else, and so therefore it's exclusive, and you really don't. You probably get referred to by some business consultants. Business consultants are coming on a Monday, sit down and says, I know what you're needing, and we'll get that going right away. And they'll give you a call and say, listen, how much does this cost? I have a client that needs XYZ. How much is that going to cost them? And you quote them the price and all that, and they'll go back and say, this is the price for this service. You want them to start right now or next week? When are you going to start? And that's it. And you'll have a client. Most of the business consultants may actually use your services to service their clients. So that's good too. You don't. It doesn't matter to you where the money comes from or how it's coming to you. What matters is that you get the order and you make that money. So that's the nature of this business license, business consultant license. In fact. So what else are we going to talk about here? So I think I've covered the basic character of the business license, business consultant license opportunity. Um, and we were talking about developing new business. So let's continue on that vein. The development of new business is also had through the website. And the fee that you're paying is not just for the website. Remember, there's training, there's a network wide participation and impetus. So it's a real world business. It's not just online. This is not just an online business, real world business. Now, the thing about it is that you don't have to start in an office, in a real world office or a real world facility. You can start virtually. You will eventually need to have office space. That is a given. But you don't have to start with it. In lieu of that, though, you can do most of what other people need an office for through the virtual office of your website and the network. Those two things leveraging. So it replaces the need really for you to have an office. That need that people have for an office is really eliminated through this business consultancy license. However, the rental fee, that you would normally pay for an office space, that is still required in this as a monthly fee in this virtual business consultancy office, a virtual office. So you can, with the monthly fee that is required, it's really is an offset. It's not as high as it could be. I mean, some offices would cost you more than what you'd be paying for this business consultancy fee. But I think overall it's a savings. Hey, how you doing? Nice of you guys to join. Here, Mixer. Mixer's always producing. They're mixing it up over there. So it's a great trade off because if you take that monthly fee and you pay a rental at an office space, that's all you're getting. You imagine that. Oh, that money is being given to a landlord. I know about real estate because we do real estate, and so you're just giving that money to the landlord just to have a square box in which to conduct business. But it doesn't provide you with anything else. It doesn't provide you with any customers. It doesn't provide you with an ease of service provision or manufacturing. It doesn't provide you with a proactive marketing at all. mostly, unless it's right in the middle of some traffic. But when you're doing business consultancy or business services, really, there's really no business traffic that you in an office can ever give you, unless you're in the Empire State Building. And even then, look at the property, Empire State Building. um, I remember walking in the Empire State Building once looking for a business, and you have so many floors, so you're looking for XYZ business, and you got to hunt them down in the directory and whatnot. And, people who work on the first floor, for example, they're not going up to the 50th floor. They come out and they go right out the lobby, and they'll go someplace else, and on their way to lunch, and they'll go and get printing done someplace else. They'll go and have an accountant someplace else, whatever it is. Uh, but it's the and how much traffic, how many offices really are there around you or in that building is really gonna make you a yearly living and help you pay that rent? It doesn't work that way. So again, having the office space is really only good for people who need street traffic, people walking in the street. If that's your customer base, then having a store or a storefront or an office makes sense. But if your customer base are other businesses, people are busy at their business. They're not really going out to hunt you down or to bump into you, while they're walking down the street. They're not going to go up the Empire State Building, for example, to find if there's a printer there or to find if there's a business consultant. They're not going to do that. So I know a lot of us have this imagination that if you build it, they will come. It really doesn't work that way. Okay. You have to really understand who your market is. And in the business consultancy, the market is other businesses. So you have to understand that. And if the other businesses, you have to reach them a different way. It's not just having an office or having an office at all. It's really being in a position to help and service the client. And that's really where you have to be. You have to find that space where you're accessible to a client without the client having to abandon their business, abandon what they're doing in order to access help. And that's why these days with the internet is so vital. It's really replacing. Well, how did the consultants do this before? The smart ones would really use the phone, and the client would converse over the phone and then invite them to a meeting. And that's the meat and potatoes of the consultancy field. It's contacting and then meeting. And right now, the internet allows you to do a lot of the contacting and a good amount of the meeting really online. You don't have to have an office. The client doesn't have to leave their office to have a conference with you. There are certain types of business services or consultant services that you need to see eye to eye and look at certain papers and things that cannot convey with ease on the online. But outside of that, talking like I'm doing now, we might as well be having a conference. You might as well be dealing in a business consultancy meeting right now. We do this all the time. And really, this is the nuts and bolts of the futuristic business consultancy format. So basically, that's really what the differences is. And you have to understand that by making the trade-off, see what you have with the landlord and the property owner. by renting an office space for $500 a month. Okay, you're incurring electricity utilities on top of that, so it's never just $500 a month. And then you still have to market. You still have to do legwork. You really can't. The office does not bring you business. Is my point. You still have to leave your office. You're paying rent for the office, and then you have to leave your office where you're paying rent, and you have to go out and find business. Yet you're paying for this office here. For what? It'd be different if this office got you business, but it doesn't. But since we want to feel like we're in business, we need to have a desk and a chair and a phone or whatnot. We get this office space, and you guys are really just wasting the money. You're burning away that money, and the money could be better utilized in getting customers. Really, is what you need. So again, like you want to be a business consultant, you need to solve problems. Listen, I'm helping you solve a problem, and most of you do not need a location. You don't need a an office in order to have this work. Simply that same money that you would use for renting an office and make the landlord rich, you should use to get into this business license, pay that monthly, because at least with with this investment, you're not incurring anything else. You're not enforced. You're not forced to pay for water. You're not forced to pay for electricity because you'll need that. If you're going to have an office, you're going to need stuff to plug in or recharge your phone at least. And then you're forced for other things that may be involved in that rental. And then you're forced to leave. So you're forced to spend that money just for the the right or the empowerment of saying that you have an office. Yes, my office is in the Empire State Building on the 55th floor. My office is 5502 or whatever. Forgive me if that's your office there, but don't anyone go there unless you need the business services. Goodness. Sorry about that. So again, and I've seen many business, and for many businesses, that rental is a game changer, but not for the better. That's the thing that really strangles the business. I mean, you have no reason to have in the office. You don't have the business to support it. Even if you had the business to support it, you don't need it you didn't need it to have the money to be able to support it in the first place. If your business is producing, and there's no need for a business consultant to have an office really, because your business isn't sitting in your office. Your business is sitting in someone else's office. They're the ones paying rent. Let them pay the rent. You're making money when you're in their office and helping them be successful. You don't need to take the profits from your time and be throwing it at the landlord. That you don't need to do. We're happy to take it. I'll take it from you. I give you a square hole in the wall. If that's what you want. But you don't really need it for this type of business. So, like I said, what do you need? You need clients, and you need the ability to service those clients. With the same money that you would have thrown at a hole in the wall, you can have clients and the ability to serve clients, and many of them. That's what you get when you join this business consultancy network and do this business or add this business to the one you have already. Then those of you who already have a business, this is perfect. If you're already paying rent you have your own facilities, so you don't have to worry about just tacking this on in the closet someplace or whatever. and putting out a shingle on the door. Hey, business consultant, fantastic. Where you at? I'm where my laundry is at, or where my coffee grinding place is at, or whatever. You can have your office anywhere, really, because it really doesn't matter. Like I said, you don't really need an office. I remember a business consultant I met in New York. The guy didn't need an office. I mean, he was working out of his house, not his house, actually an apartment. Second floor over this other a restaurant or something. That's where he lived. That was his apartment. Yeah, I tell him, listen, where can I meet you? Your place, your office. You want to come to mine? I had an office. I was a print shop owner, so I had my print shop. I had my office, so I had my thing. But this business consultant, he didn't have an office. He just met me in his living room. That's it. In his apartment, the second floor over a restaurant there on Steinway Street, by the way, in Astoria, Queens, for those who want to know. I'm telling you the truth. Very transparent here. So, and he was a professional, well known, in at least in that area, business consultant. He was the guy to go to in that community. In fact, I met him through the community meetings. He was there. The board, what was that? The planning board, the civic association. He would be in all these gatherings, and he would be giving out his card, and there were always business people in these gatherings here and there, and he would network, connect with the influencers, so that he can service the influencers and their clients and their network of people. That's how it works. Did he have an office? No. But he was a professional business consultant. So I'm trying to impress, not just for this issue, not for this just for this business consultancy thing, but also for all of you, anyone who's in business. Sometimes you guys do the wrong things for the wrong reasons, and some do the right things for the wrong reasons too. But this is the point. If there's no reason for you to strangle your business financially just because you feel that you need to have an office for some reason, to give you weight, like in front of a client. Yeah, I'm here at the Empire State Building, and I just opened up, and it doesn't matter that you're in the Empire State Building. The bottom line comes to the client. Can you do something that I want? That's really all there is in business. Can you do something I really want? And that's the bottom line. They can care less if you have an office. And anyone asking that is silly. It's stupid. Really. Because it has nothing to do with it. Oh, do you have an office? Why? Do you need coffee? Are you getting kicked out? You need an office? I mean, why are you asking if I have an office? What does that prove? It proves that I'm an idiot like you. You're an idiot for asking, and I'm an idiot for having it. Because you don't need it. You understand? So, and when let's just say, well, how about if they say they are asking, why are you, where's your office? I mean, how can I know that you can do what I do? I say, listen, I'm part of a national network of people who will be working on your account. Easily thousands of people. When I go to my telephone today, when I leave you today, let's just put it, when I leave you today, thousands of my staff members will start to work on your project, and they're spread across the nation. What does an office matter? Really? I need an office so that these thousands of workers can come into my office here in this neighborhood to make you feel happy? This is ridiculous. So this is the reason that you don't need to be worried about that, and your investment, rather than an office space, into this license is much, much better, a thousand times much better. Okay, so and again, the website that you're getting also with this license is a it creates your new accounts for you. What it does is, one of the things it does a few things. There's a few purposes to the business consulting website. It's actually a businesses for sale. One of its main features is businesses, or are businesses for sale, and that's how you create your new market. And it's an exclusive market and a private one, for that matter, because when they're buying all sorts of business, what type of businesses you have? All sorts of businesses will be for sale. But the caveat is that these businesses are tied to you, the business consultant. First of all, you're the only one selling these businesses in your city. These are businesses that people want to have, they want to start. These are popular businesses that people want to start. We have others that people will want to discover and learn about, and then, they will develop. I think this thing will be good for me to do. And we have that. We have mini farms also. All, I think, in the cities, you guys call them urban farms. And because there's a lot of interest in people wanting to start an urban farm, and you can, but this information they can learn on the internet. So yes, it's true, but they can't sell what they produce consistently through the internet. Even those people doing urban farming now, they cannot compete with the people who purchase the business from you, because you will have something that none of them have who don't do it through us. And you know what that is? A locked in buyer. None of them have it. And which what makes urban farming a little difficult. And why most people don't start urban farm, because there's no guarantee they're going to sell what they're growing. So the whole point of having an urban farm is to sell what you grow. But trying to sell what you grow, trying to grow that, and when I'm saying grow your services, so you can grow that up to you can do a six-figure income the way we have it set up, they can't do it. There's no way that they can do it, but we can, okay? Because we have the system. No one else has it. So this is an example of something that we have through our business purchasing. The businesses for sale on your website, only available through you, that will make people buy into it and start. And these will be your clients, because as long as they purchase that program, they will have you as their business consultant. What happens as all these different types of business, also we do the established businesses, a bar, or any type of business in the neighborhood. They see the services that you're providing, and they can see that they can sell. One of the benefits of selling through us is that they get more money than if they don't sell through us. So when they come to you and they put their business in, you will be the business consultant tied to that business. So you're not only, when new people buy, they're buying through us. So the agreement is that you are the business consultant. So part of their payments and part of their subscription fee is paying you your monthly fee. And this is how, between the new people purchasing businesses through your website, between the established businesses selling, and those buying an established business, I mean, you and the clients that you get and that we get with you or for you, you're going to build in all of these areas new clients, or obtain new businesses that will have you on retainer as their business consultant. None of the other business consultants have that. or can do that. They can't offer what we're offering businesses. It's simple, period. They can't offer anything to a new business except all the business consultant it represents to a new business is another bill. It's another startup expense. And not that they're not worth it. The business consultant can, in terms of marketing, can design a brand for them and do all their communication, have all their letterheads, business cards, and all of that all set up really nicely and charge them a few $1,000s for the effort. Okay. And we're not saying that that's not worth it or anything, but still, it's the same problem as the office. Having the office, because you have it. It's a nice office. It looks great. You got a cherry walnut desk. You have your executive chair. You have the nice rug. You have the oak walls. Not oak, but walnut. Walnut looks more right. A walnut walls there, and the library bookshelves behind you. You look like $1 million, but you don't have it. It's simply, and it's not walking in the door anytime soon. The same thing happens with the communication. $1 million look on your business cards, on your letterheads, everything like that, but you got no business. That's the main problem of what we're talking about. It's the reason that most businesses fail. Most businesses fail between their first 5 years. Fail. They have to close because they run out of money. But of course, you spend your money on making an office, setting it all up, furnish it, and all, make it look like you're a winner. And then you spend the other money in printing and marketing by the marketing consultant, business consultant, and all of this. And you set everything up, and guess what? You have nothing. You have nothing. And you get a business client here and there, and you're struggling to pay the rent, right? Because you have to look good. You have the rent to pay. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you, and any little money that you make is already spent. So where are you going to make any profit? Where are you going to grow your company? Most companies fail in the first 5 years. And the number one reason, money. Okay. So that's why getting this business consultancy is your best way to handle this. And it's the best way to grow your business, whatever it is you have, in conjunction with the business consultancy. And then that will grow with you. And you can see that with getting locked in business owners, you're getting locked in clients. And throughout the months and years of selling businesses, selling established businesses, selling business services, et cetera, everything, it's all adding up month after month after month. It's a solid and lifetime income that will be coming in. Yeah, you can have your office anytime, but you don't need to worry about that ever with our business network, because in our network you will have uh, business offices galore, because one of the things that you'll be um, managing in your city is a thing that we have is called CUNA Business Incubators and CUNA Business Centers. So what this is that our network will actually go into your city once you build up your community, your city, and your clientele, and it reaches a certain point. We will go into your city and we will set up business centers. The business centers are basically office spaces for the members, our members, who will then uh, be participating in those offices and working on the projects in as a community. Um, if, when you hear that, you'll think about other workplace, WeWork, or there's some other places around where you can rent a desk and you have some staffing or something. It's not like those things, but it is similar. You can think of that concept, but it isn't the same thing, because Of course, our things are exclusive. We have exclusive services that will be available that those guys don't have either. I mean, all they have is just the space and maybe some cooperation from staffing at whatever rate that is. But we have a different model altogether. Although it's similar in the fact that yeah, you have your business desk over there, and there's others around you who are also doing different types of businesses. So in that sense, it is a similar thing. So, uh, but you're the business consultant in your city. That means you're managing that center. So you will have your office. You don't need, and that will be rent free to you. You don't need to spend in rent anything because you will eventually manage the business center going in your city, and you will automatically have a business office. You don't need to be paying a separate place, expending money to go have a business office someplace else when eventually you will have one through the natural process of growth in this business. So also that is settled for you. So again, someone asks you, well, don't you have an office already? So we are developing and examining locations for a business center that I will be managing when we open that up. So we're right now looking for the space, and we'll be getting it and preparing it or building it if that's what we choose to do. So listen, that sounds better than someone say, yeah, I got a small office over there at the Empire State Building, because anyone can get an office, see, but not everyone is looking for a location and developing or may build a business center. That's different. Oh well, you guys are, you guys are, yeah, automatically. So again, this business license is going to put you in a different light and in a different position than most other people and most other businesses that you can do. All right, so I'm going to cut it here so I can attend to the needs of the needy out there. And I'll be doing something else more on this in a later, maybe in a half an hour or so. We'll get on to something else today. Okay, so thanks for watching. If anyone has any questions about our business, just email us at mycbh.com.websites@gmail.com. That's the email. I don't think I have on these things. Let me see. I will probably look for a commercial for it. The commercial will give you more details, and with that we'll end. Let's see. No, that doesn't do it. No, okay, so what I need to do is actually prepare that commercial for you. So that's what I do. I have one, but it's for the real estate. I haven't done it for the business website yet. So that's what I'm going to work on and put that out there. But I gave you the email. It's mycbh.com.websites with an S at gmail.com. And you email us your interest in being a business consultant in your city. Okay, you have to tell me also the city that you're in, because and for some of you, if you live like next to the city you want to do it in, just tell me that. Just tell me the truth. I'm next door. It's like here, we're in Kissimmee. We're right next to Orlando. So if someone from Kissimmee would say, "Listen, I'm in Kissimmee, but I would like to have the license in Orlando," I say, "Okay," because we're just right here. We're next door to each other. It really doesn't matter. You're right in this vicinity. It's the same thing. So, yeah, if you say, "Listen, I live in the suburbs. I live next to. I'm within 45 minutes from the big city, and I would like the license for the big city," I have no problem with that. As long as it's available, as long as there is a license available, as I explained to you, the bigger cities will have more than one license. As long as it's still available, then we will gladly offer that to you. So write me there and let me know. you will get, you will have to make your first payment. It's $495. It is not a monthly subscription now. It is just $495 one payment, one time to secure your license. We are going to need at least 2 months to 3 months to get your website ready, and number two, to give you the training that you need to really get it started. In the 2 to 3 months time, though, you can start making money through our other programs that are related, but that don't need the website for you to make the sales. Okay, so you can still start making money. So you don't, if you're looking to make more money to be paying for it, then you don't have to wait for the website in order to start making money. But once the website is online and finalized, like I said again, 2 to 3 months easily, then after that, your monthly payments will begin. You will get another invoicing, but that will be to initiate a monthly payment or a monthly subscription, whichever way you look at it. And then you will begin to pay the $495 monthly. I also gave you guys a good advice in other broadcasts I've done. I'll repeat it here. In that time period, you have the time to sit down and form a team, because there's so many different ways that your website and your business consultancy can make money, and they're big ones. So they're real big money. You can get some team members together. Listen, this is something I'm going to work on. I'm building on. I have a few big income streams on this, but I need you to help. I need you to work on this, and I need you to work on that. And you can have them each contribute. If there's two of them, split 250 each one. If there's three, split it 3 ways. Split it 4 ways. 5. Split it 10 ways. It doesn't matter. If you have 10 people, you can split it up $50 each one per month. And there's work for all 10 of them to do, really. And all 10 of them will make some great money. They'll make great money. Okay? And that allows you to have the license and allows them to make money and participate in that. And everyone's happy. So those are ways for you to do this. And also, I did suggest for those of you who are really sharp and you're in the big city and you know for sure it's going to have more than one license, you can grab all the licenses. You'll have to pay for all of them, but remember, you do the partnership way. Like the team members can then be your partners and have each one of them be a sub-broker. And each sub-broker would pay you $500 a month, for example, or you could even ask them to pay $750. After you own this license, you're it. You're the only one. So you can charge whatever you want for them to be on board with you and be a partner, and you can charge them $750, $1,000 a month per license, per sub brokerage, because you have the main licenses, and you can dominate the whole city this way. You can own all of the licenses available in the city. And you have other people paying to cover your bill every month. And you're still making a profit just from that. You can do that. Again, that depends on your savvy, how savvy you are. And how, and the friends you have, people that are partners with you, who are team members with you, and you guys want to work together, and they have the financial capacity for that, then hey, listen, and that's the way to go. It's the smartest thing to do. So you have options with this. What you don't have is a lot of time, because somebody's going to watch this and my other commercials and my other advertisements, and they're going to request your city, and they will take those licenses. It's as simple as that. There's not 1,000 licenses. We're not selling many licenses or websites in your city. No, this is just one. Again, and the bigger cities may have 3 or 4, depending on their size. but it's not a lot. It's just a handful in the largest cities. I'm talking about Manhattan, New York. Uh, uh, it's still a small amount of licenses. So you really don't have time to waste. That's the only thing you don't have and you can't afford, and you're missing so much on this. In another broadcast, I'll be talking about a little bit more if you're into network marketing or what other types of businesses that would benefit from having this business license. Okay, so I'll be talking about that. And so that's it. I have other websites, other programs. I have real estate. We have restaurant, by the way, restaurant website. Those people interested in having a restaurant, getting profits from a restaurant type of business. I have a perfect program for you. That's another time I'll do that. And what else do I have there? I have a few others. We have the car. If you're interested in selling cars and making money from used cars, I have a perfect program as well for you. It's another website. And again, only one. Um, only one available. So again, just keep watching these broadcasts. Uh, I intersperse them with different content and other stuff like games and some other things that we do. But you need to follow and share the ones that you're interested in, and obviously share with your partners if you want them to get into the business with you, and then that's something you want to do. Okay, and I did mention, I guess in the beginning, this has something to do with the game. Yes, because, and why is this? Why are we talking about this on a game platform? Those who are seeing me on a game platform, and that's the reason is that one of the business formats that we have actually has to do with gaming. And so that's another thing. A lot of people want to earn income while gaming. Well, we have a few products that are available to people in your city who want to earn an income playing games. And so that's one of the things that will only be available through your website. And it's an incredible opportunity. Uh, we have at least two games in development right now. There's a third one in the works. Again, exclusive, and they will be exclusively available through our network. And we have our exclusive product and services that no one else really can offer. So that's the tie-in to the gaming. So it would be even good for someone who wants to do that and have a professional business right on top of all of that. And what else could be better? You could sit in an office and play games all day if you like. That's actually doable through this program. So that's it for me today. mycbh.com websites@gmail.com. Let me know the city you want. Let me know the city you live in. And just make sure you're ready to pay the first month, which is $495. And you have 2 to 3 months to sit with your people and get things rolling. And then the game begins. Okay? Take care, and thanks for watching.